Action.
Hello.
Hey.
How the hell are
Howdy.
you?
All right. So today we.
Bonjour.
Yep. Ni
Sorry.
hao. Konyo no.
Oh,
Yeah. Whatever. Okay. All right.
all
Can we
right.
move on now?
Yes.
So in today's video,
Hola.
okay. Uh.
Action.
Escupe. Oops. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, after you.
Oh, okay. Well, in today's video, we did a big introduction. It could have lasted for at least 10 minutes, but we had to cut somewhere. So basically, we'll talk about our experience as new parents, what it involved, and kind of the thing we've been through, and that kind of stuff. So
Yeah, kind of give you guys all the details and
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, exactly. So
And if you have any questions that we don't answer in this video, feel free to leave them down in the
comments.
comment. Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
We like a good comment.
And we will
Um,
respond back quickly.
Yeah, because we have nothing to do else, We're just raising our daughter. Pretty easy.
Yep. You'll
She's
see
the
later in
best.
this.
Yeah, she's the best. All right. Anyway, bird story. So some people have asked about how the
How
birth
that
went.
went.
Yeah. So you want to
Do
start?
we start from the beginning when I was in labor?
Yeah. I mean, like from the
So
time we decided to go to the hospital, I guess. So.
well, my story started before that because I couldn't sleep the entire night.
Yeah. Exactly.
I didn't even come to bed, and I know you were weirded out by that. Um, Basically, I was having severe pain, and I took a couple baths. I was just trying to convince myself I wasn't in labor.
Yeah.
I was,
And to be fair, I was sleeping, so I was not like bummed out about that, as she said. So, but when I woke up in the morning and I realized that she didn't went to bed, I was like, "Whoa, what did happen then tonight?" And then she told me, "Oh, I take a multiple bath and blah blah blah." So,
and I'm having
yeah, and I'm
contractions.
like, "Okay, well, maybe we should go to the hospital then." And so, yeah, 30 minutes after we were at the drive-through ordering some breakfast, and then we drove to the
You
hospital.
manipulated me with
Yes.
McDonald's to get me out of this
Right.
house.
Right.
But I think I was just a little bit nervous because you carry your kid for so many months and then all of
Yes.
a sudden it's real, it's
Yeah.
happening
And
and
that was 3 weeks early, also. So
true.
you weren't sure, but yeah. I mean, you were having contraction every minute. I think that's what they told us, like to go to the hospital. So and you were like denial.
I was not ready. It's just weird. I was in denial. I didn't know that I was ready for it.
Yes.
But once you get in the hospital, it gets real and you're like, okay, I'm
Yep.
ready. Let's do this.
Yeah, but then you 31 hour later.
Yes.
Now it happens.
That McDonald's was the last thing I ate for 31
Yeah.
hours, except for I think you snuck me maybe like a cracker
Yeah,
or
I mean, we brought
something.
like some things in our luggage,
And we
some
weren't
food,
really
and
supposed to eat it, but the nurses
yeah,
turned a blind eye on it.
yeah, and I got some good snack too at the hospital. They were giving me food, and
Yeah, you were eating like filet mignon while I'm in
yeah,
there sucking on a saltine.
yep. So yeah,
But so I
yeah,
guess my birth story continues though because
yes,
okay, I went 24 hours without getting an epidural. I was really persistent on not doing that.
yes,
And then eventually I was like, okay, enough's enough. Let's start Pitocin. Let's get an epidural. This has to move forward. And
yeah,
to be fair, the doctors had pressured me for 12 hours leading up to my decision. I held strong for half a day.
yeah,
And then finally they took the food away and that they got me.
yeah.
But
So yeah,
and then it was interesting because when we were in active labor, the doctor that was delivering Sky actually had her daughter in that same room, and she said that it was like a lucky room, and one of the other nurses in the room had also delivered in that
yeah.
same
But
room.
that's not
So
about the staff. That's about us.
yeah, this is
So
adding to
yeah, I know. I'm
the
joking with
aura of
I'm
our
joking
vibe.
with you.
For me,
Yeah.
everything mattered. I was like, we have good vibes in this room right now.
Yeah.
And then basically, we got to the finish line. My epidural ran out. I was screaming out for more drugs.
Yeah, I mean that
And
was not terrible. Like you were not screaming like screaming. You were like talking still, but A
In
little
my
bit, a
mind,
little bit aggressive, but yeah, passive aggressive.
I'm never mean to people like
Yeah,
that, but
yeah,
so that was me being rude.
yeah. I mean, that was not terrible. I think they've saw worse.
Definitely.
uh,
And then basically, I mean, I ran out of drugs. It was all natural at the very end,
yep,
just like I wanted originally. So
yeah,
that's great. And then, yeah, Sky came out.
yep,
She was 3 weeks early, but she was still 8.5 pounds.
yep. Pretty big.
She
I
was
mean,
huge, 90th
yeah,
percentile for a
yeah.
baby of her age.
So that's good. Anything? I mean, for my part, I guess I would say that I didn't do much. I was just holding a hand and waiting, I guess.
No, you did a lot. I'll
Yeah.
never forget, like you grabbing my hand and we were looking at each other like during my
Yes.
contractions, and
Yeah.
that was such
True.
a strong connection there.
That's true.
All the
Yeah.
doctors and nurses were talking, and it felt like it was just you and me in the room at some
Yeah.
time.
I mean, I thought that is what you needed because, like, it's yeah, that was a special moment
It
for
really
sure.
was.
Yeah.
And you were the first one to see Sky. I didn't see her
Yeah. I mean,
until a little while later
yeah.
because the doctor asked you to come
Oh,
down and look,
yeah.
and you looked. I couldn't believe you went down there.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I guess. I don't know.
And you
uh,
came back with a calm face, which was thank you for that.
yeah. Uh, all right.
What
Well,
else? Oh, and
next point. Oh, sorry. Yep.
then eventually Sky comes out,
Mm-hmm.
and the doctors throw her onto me, and
Yes.
I'm asking am I holding her right? Is this how you hold her? 'Cause,
Yeah.
I mean, that's a precious, like, it doesn't get any newer than that
Yeah.
life. And
Yeah, and that's our yeah. When you never hold a newborn, I guess that's kind of stressful a little bit too.
she was two
Yeah.
seconds old.
Yeah.
And we cried.
Yeah, a little bit. I remember. Um,
And she cried, which was good because it meant that her lungs were working, and
exactly. Yeah.
it was magical.
Yeah, that was a good moment. So I guess that leads to the next point that like how to prepare for a newborn.
Whew.
Actually, I mean you did most of the work on that one too, because yeah,
I
like
had
buying all the stuff we need and like looking up the things we have to get and what's good or bad, like all the review, like the
oh my
that's a
gosh,
lot of work.
everything that's being canceled or
Yeah,
recalled. There's too much, but
yeah,
honestly, I think my nesting instincts took over really hard,
yes,
and even if you tried to do it, it probably wouldn't have been right. Even if
yeah,
it was right at the time,
yeah, and
it wouldn't have been.
to be honest, I didn't even know like what to do because I was just like, yeah, okay, well, new parent. I guess I'll read some psychological things, and that's how I prepared.
I'm like, I bought 1,000 diapers at Sam's Club today, and you're like, that's good.
uh,
You knew to just let me
yeah, yeah,
do my
yeah,
thing.
because I didn't know how much baby would take diapers, and I didn't know anything basically. So
Oh,
yeah, except how the psychology of a child work a little bit, but yeah,
just
that's
except for the psycho. I
yeah. I
mean,
mean, that's kind of important. I feel like yeah,
that's
like how to
huge.
communicate, and so I guess that's good in a
But
way.
I mean, also, we got the nursery set up, and we also had like a hospital bag and everything
Yeah.
packed. Like, luckily, a month in advance, we had snacks in there.
Yes. Yeah, we were ready. Like if there was an emergency, like we would be.
And you acted on that emergency. When it was
Yeah.
time to
True.
leave, you were
Yeah.
packed up, and I was waddling around
Yes, I was
like
ready.
you were.
uh,
Okay, let's see. Discuss
Newborn care tips.
newborn care tips. Don't bathe your baby every single day. I know it
Yeah.
can become part of like your bedtime routine.
Yeah.
It's fun and they smell good, but
Yeah.
um well, I guess if your doctor tells you to, do
Yeah,
what your
because
doctor
yeah,
says. I'm not a
exactly. It's just
doctor, but
we started bathing her every day. Like maybe not that like the first couple weeks, but like maybe like since like 2 or 3 weeks, um, like from maybe after 2 months, like for 2 3 weeks, we bathing her like every day because like we're like, oh yeah, that's good. It's gonna put a routine on her. Like she's gonna go to bed after the the bath, and like it's like getting like
And she was enjoying it
yes,
too,
yeah.
so
So, but then she started having eczema or something. So
yeah, it's
yeah,
like baby eczema,
yeah.
but
So the doctor told us like, well, I guess 2 3 times a week is good. So then we proceed with the new tips.
oh, and also, I would suggest to anyone bringing a newborn baby home, you're going to be changing diapers like 25 times a day. It's going to be around the clock. Just start butt cream immediately. Do it right off the bat.
Yeah, because since yeah, that was the worst when she was born because we didn't know, and yeah,
Yeah, and I mean, she never had any problem, but
yeah,
they start getting red down there. But if you just put it on beforehand, you never get that issue. So,
yeah.
and
Or maybe they will get it, but who knows? We're
yeah,
not doctor.
yeah, we're not doctors, just telling you what we learned on the fly.
Yes, exactly.
And you need to learn how to do a mean swaddle before
Yeah,
you go to the hospital because we had to call the nurse in to
yeah,
swaddle her for us so we could go to bed.
yeah.
So
Also, maybe the
practice.
last tips I would give, I don't know for you, but mine would be if you go work out in the morning, and please don't forget to put a diaper because that will mess up your workout a little bit. uh,
Oh, you get extremely tired as a newborn parent.
yep.
Oh,
Uh,
that was one of the funniest things ever. And she did not go in, she didn't wet herself when you forgot that diaper either.
oh,
She had your back.
what? She did?
Or no, she didn't. Number two.
Yeah, she did both.
No, she didn't.
Oh, okay.
I came upstairs and cleaned it. There was not a number two.
You may be right then. I just thought it was pretty wet for a number two, but okay.
There's
Anyway,
some, you know what?
um,
Either way, you forgot the diaper.
you're right.
You're right.
Yeah, I forgot the diaper, and that was.
And that leads me to my next tip. Just remember that your partner is going through the same thing you are and
Yeah.
try to give each other grace.
Yeah.
It's challenging, but also really rewarding.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
All right, and then the parent challenges.
Oh, wow. That rolled right in parenting challenges.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, having having a newborn and the first one, I would say the big challenge, the biggest challenge that is kind of on, turned on, is like the
Yeah.
communication between each other, and also the like spending time, quality time together, because most of the time, um, like she's taking care of the baby, I'm working, or she's working, I'm taking care of the baby, and taking care of Sky because
Yeah. And
anyway.
then,
I don't like the term baby because she's a human and she have a
and
personality. She's
she's
Sky.
great. Yeah.
uh,
And when we're not doing those two things, one of us is like trying to get a household chore done.
yeah,
So finding time for each other is hard
yeah,
right now. But
yeah.
another thing about like parenting challenges is try not to keep tally of your partner because I felt myself doing that at
What is
times.
Dali?
Like a score.
Oh,
In the middle of the night, I'd be like, oh, I
yeah,
woke up twice and you were still asleep. And you get
yeah,
like resentful of your partner and they didn't even hear the baby crying.
yeah,
So you do that to yourself. And yeah, just try to turn off those thoughts because you're in it
yeah.
together. You love each other and you have each other's backs, hopefully.
And if you don't love each other, well, I don't know what you're doing together. So,
Fair enough. Then I would keep score.
Exactly.
Awkward.
So postpartum experiences. I mean, that's more you than I guess, because I mean, I live with you, so I live experiences too. But
I
don't
think
know.
for me, like immediately after birth, I felt like I had this rockin' body. Okay. I had just instantly dropped 40 pounds and I felt like
Yeah,
I just looked the best I've ever looked. I was strutting down the hospital hallway with my new daughter, like, getting it. And then,
uh,
and then you kind of get home and the reality sets in. And yeah, I was not the best version of myself. I was still healing. And
yeah. But I mean, that's amazing that like you did that, like give birth to a little human. Like that's so much like precious. Yeah, precious.
It was the
Yeah,
coolest thing I've ever done,
yeah,
and the most challenging.
yep. Yeah, that was it is hard, but it is so much like rewarding because like she's advanced, like she's like meeting milestone and all that kind of stuff. So it's pretty good to also to see her grow and like
It
see her becoming a person and yeah,
it really like touches my heart when I look at her and I see your eyes in her.
yeah. I don't know. They're kind of gray still right now, so
It's
who
the
knows?
shape for me when I look at her
Yeah,
and I know that, wow, like you and I made
yes,
Sky out of love, and
yes,
that's really cool and special, and I'll like cherish that for the rest of my life.
exactly.
Have
Yeah,
to. We
yeah.
have a baby now.
Have to. Yeah. Oh,
I'll
yeah. But
cherish that for the rest of
oh,
my
so
life. I'm
are you
joking.
trying to say that like it's like a chore right now, or?
I was joking, but yeah, I was
uh,
being a little bit ornery. Oh
all right.
man.
So how do we bond as a family too? Like how do we do that? I
Um.
mean, oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll go ahead because I like what I was gonna say.
Yeah. Okay.
um.
Sounds good.
We kind of like rally together whenever Sky's having a first of something.
Yes.
I think we like make a big deal out of it,
Yeah.
and we all, I don't know, I feel really connected in the family when we do that.
Yeah. We tried to make her laugh for like weeks now.
She
uh,
kind of laughs, but I want
yeah.
to hear her like belly laugh,
Yes.
chuckle, and
Yeah. Right now it's more like.
she's just
uh,
teasing us for weeks.
yes.
What were
And
you gonna say though?
we're kind of like I don't know the word, but like we don't want like to be the person like so. For example, if I'm away and she laugh, like I'll be not like I'll be
I
happy,
wouldn't
but
tell
like
you.
I'll be disappointed because I thought that was more funny than you, but
I would not tell you unless you specifically asked me,
oh
like,
yeah,
did she laugh when I was gone?
dang, I'm gonna
Then
tell you.
you're gonna break my heart like
Yes,
that? What if she
oh
has her
sorry.
first steps when I'm gone? Are
uh,
you gonna tell me that?
I mean, we
I
said we
guess we're
won't
being
lie to
honest
her,
with each
so
other.
yeah. So
No,
I won't lie to you either, because
fair.
yeah.
But I heard this rule about daycares where if they take their first steps or say their first word, it didn't
Oh,
happen at daycare
really? Dang. Oh,
because it makes the parents
yeah,
feel bad.
yeah, probably, and maybe they should. I don't know. Maybe I'm rude to say that, but I guess that's the truth. All right,
Controversial.
awkward.
Once
um,
again, we're canceled.
uh, uh,
Okay.
so yeah, first time parenting myth versus reality.
Oh, sleep when they sleep. That's hilarious. Because the entire time your newborn sounds like this.
And
Like,
then when they fall asleep for real, um, they wake up right when you fall asleep. When you
exactly.
just like, it's like you said, it's like they, and then when they stop, you finally fall asleep, and then they're like,
Then they're crying. Yep.
uh,
So I don't know who's sleeping when they're sleeping because that
yeah,
wasn't us, except for the day after the hospital or the same day we
yeah,
came back from the hospital. That
yeah,
was
that
the
was,
hardest sleep
yeah,
of my entire life.
yeah. Yeah, we
But
were sleep deprived for a couple of weeks, but now it's getting better. Sleeping a little bit longer, and so
I kind of,
yeah,
in a weird way, I kind of missed it, like when it stopped happening, because I was
yeah,
so used to the routine of like me and Sky got up three times
uh,
in the middle of the night,
yeah,
and then one night she just slept through,
yeah. That was
and
awesome.
that was weird. I was like
Also,
watching her chest to see if it was going up and down.
yeah.
So what are some more myths? We kind of strayed away from the
Um,
question.
a myth. I don't know. For all the time you were pregnant, like I don't know. Like people weren't like telling me things about like babies or stuff like that. So I don't have really myths or versus reality kind of thing. But I don't know. Maybe you have more. I don't know.
I'm trying to think. I feel like there's so many, and I'm just
I mean, a reality I would say is like that people like kind of trauma dump on you when you get a newborn. Like either they tell you, "Oh, that's the greatest thing in the world," but oh, enjoy it because when they get 16, they're gonna hate you. Like, okay, well, that's your life, ma'am, and
It's
yeah,
so
just
awkward to
yeah,
say that to like an 8 month old, like 8 month pregnant lady.
yeah. Or like when they see like Sky right now, like they just tell something like random like that. Like it just doesn't make sense. Anyway,
Yeah,
total
use it.
stranger in the grocery store telling you that they're gonna hate you at 18. Like, okay, well, I'm not you, and
And then they're like, oh, she's so sweet. But just wait till she starts talking. I'm like,
yeah,
we're looking forward to
yeah,
that.
exactly. Like
Like,
we're excited about like those kind of stuff. So
I mean,
anyway,
of course, people get annoyed with each other at some extent.
yeah,
Just because sometimes I wish you wouldn't talk to me doesn't mean that I don't love
yeah,
you.
exactly. And like, yeah, yeah,
Some,
it's like you were going to somebody that you just got married and tell the lady like, oh, uh, well, enjoy it while it's new, because when your husband start talking more, you're gonna hate it. Like,
yeah, it's
okay, well,
weird.
you might or might not. It's just it's a personal thing. But anyway,
Another myth about first time parenting, I think, is that it takes a village. I know that's a stereotype. Don't let
yeah,
that stuff get in your head. You can do it with you and your
yeah,
partner. I'm not saying it wouldn't be easier to have other help, but don't get
yeah,
discouraged or jealous because you've got this and it's possible.
yeah,
Yeah.
yep. And I mean, we get the schedule for it too. Like
Right,
we just um,
of
yeah.
course.
So anyway, so baby milestone. I guess. I mean, that's more a bragging point about Sky right now.
Where do we even start?
Dang, I don't know. There's so much to say. So I guess we'll keep that for another video, maybe. Or you want to say a
Okay.
little, maybe?
Should
Well,
we end
okay.
this video
No,
here and
wait,
maybe
wait.
do another one?
I think we should like do one milestone that has impressing you, and one milestone that impressed me, because like she's meeting all the milestone, and like she's advanced on them. So I guess that we should do like the favorite
Okay.
one.
My favorite one is that when she's upset, she recognizes that it's me and she calms down.
Yeah, because she doesn't count down when it's me.
No, I'm not saying that
No,
like
no, I'm
that,
telling
but
that she
she,
doesn't count down when it's me. I'm telling you, like
oh,
it's yeah,
but for 2 months she didn't
uh,
even recognize me as her mommy. Like
right,
I would get close to her and she would
yeah,
still scream in my face, but now she'll kind of breathe. She
yeah,
knows I'm going to get whatever she needs for her. And
yeah,
yeah, it's really cool.
yep. I mean, mine was would be like the one like the first time that Eddie went back to work after like 2 months. I was with Sky, and she was acting out. Like I didn't know how to settle her down. She was like screaming all the time. Like I couldn't get her to calm down, and so I put the baby carrier because I couldn't get her to stop screaming and yelling and all that stuff. So I started playing piano, and she enjoyed it. And then I was like getting the piano closer because I thought that might be fun to for her to try to play piano. And then she started playing piano, but like not like Mozart or Beethoven, just
No, but I saw the video you sent me.
uh,
She like hit the note and then she would like
yeah, she's
react.
liking it. And then she stopped, and then I say, Sky, play piano. And then she started playing again. That's so funny. But yeah, so that's
Oh,
my favorite milestone, I think. Yeah. So on that, I guess we did the
it,
so on
I
that, uh, that's about it for our video, I guess. So
yeah,
yeah,
we could keep going on for forever about this subject. So stick around. There might be a part two
yeah,
about
exactly.
baby stuff.
Who knows? All
We
right.
know.
On that, comment, like, subscribe, and
Au
au
revoir.
revoir.